Βρισκόμαστε στο Εθνικό Μουσείο Φυσικής Ιστορίας με keynote speaker τον Mattias Klum, τον διεθνούς φήμης φωτογράφο του National Geographic. So, Mattias, how did you first start photographing nature and wildlife?
Oh, this goes way back. I was a child when I grew up outside of Uppsala, which is north of Stockholm, and I fell in love with nature. I felt very peaceful and calm in nature, very safe in nature, and I was the youngest of four children, and I just loved being out and about in nature. And one day I asked my father whether I could borrow his camera. And he said, yes, if you're very careful, you can. But then I never gave it back. So that's why I started. And I figured if I could capture some of the beautiful things that I'd seen and experienced and that had moved me emotionally as well, I thought that'd be amazing. So I started trying to do that, and it became a passion.
How do you feel when you see animals or places disappearing due to climate change, and how important is it for you to influence people's minds and hearts through your lenses?
Well, I've done this for nearly 40 years, so I've seen some of the most beautiful places on the planet, but I've also seen the flip side of the coin, sort of, when it comes to our anthropogenic change. So I see logged over rainforest, I see acidification and destruction of oceans, and yeah, it makes me obviously very, very sad, but it makes me also committed to try to, through my storytelling, through my images, films, books, etc., somehow bridge the gap between our mind and our heart. Because sometimes we know, most of us know, that things aren't great, whether we are affecting, huge, big change in the world, but somehow we might not understand our role. We say, okay, this is too bad, but what can I do about it? And so I think sometimes art, music, movies, photography,
give an answer.
Yeah, can help bridge that gap, between our clever human mind and our emotional human heart. So that's what I love. That's why I want to wake up in the morning.
We all know in photo shoots like this, there are so many challenges. So what was the most risky moment in your career?
Wow. Well, I mean, the most dangerous part isn't really, it might sound dangerous to be very close to big venomous snakes or tigers or polar bears, but that's not really that dangerous if you read the behavior, if you can see how they react. It's about a bit of,
Take
psychology.
You a lot of time to use doing this kind of behaviors.
Yeah, you have to study them, but also be open in your heart and in your mind so you can actually read them. And it's also about being low in adrenaline. That might sound really strange because a lot of people think, oh, when you're close to an animal, you get a raise in adrenaline. You get like, like this. But that's very dangerous because animals feel adrenaline. So you have to be very, very calm. And if you're very calm, you can be this close to green mambas, king cobras, and whatever. Wow. And so the most dangerous thing is really diseases. I've had malaria, dengue fever, and people.
Yeah,
people
that's
can
for
be
sure.
Dangerous too.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
And last but not least, what can everyday people do to help protect nature based on your experience?
Oh, yeah, you can individually do a lot of things actually, and collectively we can do even more sometimes. One thing is to support organizations like this Goulandris Natural History Museum, for example. It's a beautiful way to contributing to protection of biodiversity, science about nature, but you can also, with your daily choices, make a difference. There are many low-hanging fruits, as we say. I mean, for example, if we eat red meat every day, that has an effect on the climate and on biodiversity. So if we actually think about what we do, how we vote, if we drive a car every day, the things we consume has a huge impact. So individually, we can navigate towards a better future. Collectively, we can choose the same. And as leaders in society, we can do a lot. So on every level, we can engage, and that's the beautiful thing.
Wow, this is the best closing. So Mattias, thank you for your time. Thank you for everything you're sharing with us. And it was really interesting and inspiring.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.